Fox Valley Metro Police are asking for the public's help after a man was beaten by a group of teens early on Sunday morning when he tried to break up a fight that was happening in front of his house.
The incident happened just blocks away from where Little Chute's annual Cheesefest was taking place. Fox 11's Emily Matesic has the facts.
Fox Valley Metro Police were called to the 400 block of East Lincoln Avenue just after midnight Saturday into Sunday morning for a report of 25 to 30 juveniles fighting. A resident of East Lincoln Avenue sharing this surveillance video with Fox 11. They say the people in the video are part of the group that was involved in the fight that started just out of camera view before making its way down the block and into a neighbor's yard.
Unfortunately, during that incident, the homeowner had come out to address the juveniles, one being on their property, but two, it appeared that someone was in need of assistance during that fight, and to also break up that fight to help that individual out.
Neighbors who saw the altercation but didn't want to speak on camera said the mob turned on the Good Samaritan. One neighbor telling Fox 11 he saw someone being thrown into this tree head first, not realizing it was his neighbor until the crowd dispersed.
From the initial call to the officers arriving on scene was under 3 minutes, but unfortunately, due to the significant number of foot traffic, we weren't able to locate anyone directly in that area.
The Good Samaritan story has been shared on Facebook more than 1,000 times. Fox 11 is not showing you those images because of the severity of the man's injuries. Police instead canvassing the neighborhood, talking with residents, asking them for any surveillance camera video that may have captured the incident or the suspects leaving the area. We
were informed it's a group of 25 to 30, 18 to 20-year-old males of all varying ethnicities. We were advised that white, black, Hispanic, and Asian individuals were all involved in this fight.
Witnesses tell Fox 11 they saw people recording the incident. Fox Valley Metro Police wants to see those videos too and are asking anyone who may have one to hand it over to police.
If anyone has seen that video that was recorded, shared on social media platforms, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, TikTok, please let us know. We'd like to see as much as we can to try to identify these individuals.
Authorities don't believe there's any danger to the public, but they say behavior like this won't be tolerated in the community. So they want to find the people involved. In Little Chute, Emily Matesic, Fox 11 News.
Tipsters who want to remain anonymous can contact the Quad Communities Crime Stoppers by calling 920-788-9090.
Saturday night, right?
Technically Sunday morning.
Okay.
So just after midnight, so this would be Sunday morning, about 12:10 a.m., our officers responded to the 400 block of East Lincoln Avenue in the village of Little Chute for the report of a disturbance. At that time, it was reported that a group of 25 to 30 juveniles were involved in a physical altercation in the front yard of a residence. Unfortunately, during that incident, the homeowner had come out to address the juveniles, one being on their property, but two, it appeared that someone was in need of assistance during that fight, and to also break up that fight to help that individual out. At that point in time, the people involved in the altercation turned their attention towards the homeowner. And as a result of that, homeowner received some pretty significant injuries that they needed to receive some treatment at a local hospital.
By the time you guys got there, the crowd had dispersed? Or,
Yeah, actually, our response time was pretty quick, given the fact that there was an event happening in the village this weekend, so we were heavily staffed. We were from the initial call to the officers arriving on scene was under 3 minutes, but unfortunately, due to the significant number of foot traffic, we weren't able to locate anyone directly in that area.
What goes on now, I guess?
Unfortunately, we're going to rely on the help from the public. We're conducting a neighborhood canvass, talking to neighbors to see if anyone had noticed anything, saw anyone else in their yard. At this point, we're looking to see if anyone has doorbell cameras or home video surveillance systems that might have caught anything at about 12:10 Sunday morning, or just leading up to that, just after midnight. In the area of 400 block East Lincoln. We do have reason to believe that, based off of neighbor reports, that people were video recording this, so that there are videos of this somewhere on the internet. So if you know somebody who has posted this to their social media feeds or anything like that, to obviously share those with us or Crime Stoppers, so that way we can develop a list of suspects or any people responsible that we can follow up with.
I know it's kind of gone, as the kids say, viral.
Sure.
On social media, and there's rumors out there. What do you want people to know to kind of set the record straight?
At this point, obviously, yes, there was an event happening in the village of Little Chute this weekend. We have no reason to believe it was directly involved or tied to that event. Obviously, the proximity is there, but at this point, we don't have a list of suspects. However, we don't necessarily believe that this was a targeted, act towards this homeowner, right? That it just happened to happen there, and unfortunately, this is what came of that. So moving forward, we don't have any reason to believe that there's any immediate threat or danger to our community, but, certainly with this type of behavior happening to random individuals or strangers, obviously it's concerning, and we don't want that in our community without being addressed. So it's something we're working towards addressing, or identifying and addressing as soon as we possibly can. So if somebody, if people have information, we certainly want to hear about that.
So you don't think these people were at Cheesefest, or you don't know, or what?
We don't know. I don't know. Have you ever been?
I've not.
Okay. Speaking to the festival promoters, I know that they had record crowds this year, and that's been the mainstay for the last couple of years. That they're having a significant draw of, from outside of the community, which is great. Which is great for the event and what they're able to do in the philanthropy in our community. I have no clue if it's involved with that event or not. Obviously, given the time and the proximity, it's entirely possible that they were at the event, but without talking to these individuals, I can't say for certain.
Do you have any sort of description of any of the suspects?
We were informed it's a group of 25 to 30, 18 to 20-year-old males of all varying ethnicities. We were advised that white, black, Hispanic, and Asian individuals were all involved in this fight. So, unfortunately, other than a group of 18 to 20-year-old males in the area at that point in time, is pretty much the only information we have to go on at this point.
Did the witnesses, the victim, I guess, did they run away? Did they get in cars and drive away? For a group that size to kind of disperse.
Correct. From the information that I have from our officers on scene that night, once it was made aware that police were being notified and that we were starting to respond, individuals scattered and ran through the neighborhood into varying directions. So.
And canvassing the neighborhood, looking for that
correct
footage. And maybe I just missed it when you said it was just kind of a group fight. The social media posted that they were like beating up two individuals, and were there any other injuries other than that homeowner?
Not that has been reported to us at this point. It's entirely possible that someone else has sustained injuries as a result of this fight. Obviously, that was what, in reading the investigating officer's report, was what caught the attention of the homeowner, who believed that somebody was in need of intervention there to break up that fight. And then, unfortunately, that attention was turned towards the homeowner. But at this point, no other injuries or anything has been reported to us.
So the homeowner was in their house and not returning from somewhere when they
correct. They were in their backyard. Having a bonfire or something like that. But yes, they were home. They were home when this took place in their yard, completely unbeknownst to them, and went out to address the issue.
Anything else you think is important that I didn't ask about?
Do you have the information for Crime Stoppers? Do you need that? Otherwise, I'm going to be doing a media release.
Yeah, that's.
It's for people who want to make a report but remain anonymous, because that's the world we live in. Quad Communities Crime Stoppers does do cash rewards, and that number is 920-788-9090. They have a Facebook page, but the phone number is the best way to get a hold of them. And then, like I said, obviously anyone with video, or if anyone has seen that video that was recorded, shared on social media platforms, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, TikTok, please let us know. We'd like to see as much as we can to try to identify these individuals.
Because that's going to be kind of help make the case, right?
That's going to be what it is, unless somebody comes forward to say this is what I was involved in. Because as of right now, obviously these people are unknown to the homeowner. So.
And they could be from anywhere,
correct.
Right? Because
people, like I said, a lot of people are in town for the event. They could be local. They might not be. So, correct.